2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Second down, another run with Taylor. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20, Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Off the play fake, Levis. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Well, this defense for the Colts, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season. Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 96 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, here's Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You look at this Colt defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Pollard again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Levis, he's going to audible to something else. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Levis. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Levis back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it as we resume action. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at the 18. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Run for Pollard. And a short gain here down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Titans at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
Levis now off of play action. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Levis to throw it. Okakwo holds it in left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Levis, quick completion out wide. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Titans have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And running with power here. And he will take this one home. The return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10. Richardson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
One final shot before the half. Here's Levis, and he fires one incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Levis to throw off play action. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Levis completes this out wide. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And Levis going to change the play. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. First and 10, it's Levis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and 2. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead now 11, 24 to 13. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with their...
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Richardson on 3rd and short. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Richardson going to move him around. Here's Richardson on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd down, here's Richardson. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. Flush to his right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Second down, here's Levis. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 61 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now Levis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. First and 10, Taylor now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a second and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now it's Richardson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Let's go now. Pack 50.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Again, it's Richardson. Buying time to his left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another try from the 19, second and 10. Now Richardson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Richardson to throw it. That is caught. Touchdown. Michael Pittman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Gay is on for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Levis. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he will have the Titans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and a couple. Back to throw, Levis. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Throwing now, here's Levis. He completes it to Ridley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last shot for Richardson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice.
He won't mislead all his followers. Praying on the process, mind and spirit. Feel like I'm floating in my prime time. One life, live it right now. One life, live it in. That's life, for times, for life, from life, from now, my eyes. Thank God I'm free tonight. Got God on the line, to the devil I'm fine. He always trying his best. Top of the pole, me and my bros. When the story gets told, it's gonna be BMF. Down hard, it wasn't made easy. You can't live twice. Thank God I'm breathing. You gotta go now. One life, live it right now. One life, live it in. That's life, for times, for life, from life, from now, my eyes. Thank God I breathe tonight. Still no pressure, thank God I breathe. Cause I speak is what they need, I tell no lies. I'm still up top and still can't drop what they not. Yeah. Last day was filled with slaps, I guess gotta run it back. Didn't like the way that went down after awards, I admitted it turned to a beast. This that right here that get me going. After I put me a way that we killing the critics and killing the hate. Might gotta talk to a priest. The way we evolved and knock down walls, it's outrageous. My quarterback calls, I don't like 12 except Tom Brady. Can short my stock, I still stack tall, you still can't trade me. Storms are minor, but you know she living major. When you flying up this, ain't no cables. So look what happened in Vegas and stay in Vegas. Morning time, we check the news, we made the pages.
bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time names, I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna be with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene, what is you drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, I too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. We be standing in the front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh! Bring 'em out, 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 bring 'em out. You just heard the sound of the king of the South, T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena. Yeah.
One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain and they rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. It sound like he drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dope. Back on the rim, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to my to that ripping no Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a lead, my is all. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag, I'm done. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. God I cried over Dolphin, I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Groom for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from tonight. Back in my bag and as big as a duffel with blessings on blessings. I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard.
Yeah, yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I pushed through the pain, I'm laughing at summer. My head was way hotter, I feel like a soda. Escape with my truth, I came back like Nirvana. Road is all rocky, it's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby, can't no one here see us. Stomach get all tired, look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back, just like a cornerback. Yeah, yeah, you got veins, I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high, I gave them low, man. Super the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist, cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all, eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard.
Just wanna be sedated all night long. I met a girl and she needs to be. I'm just a mess, so I guess that is complicated. She's like I just wanna be sedated all night long. She's like a tidal wave, and I wanna drown. It's like a hurricane when she comes around. She comes around. She burns the words into my skin. It kills me slowly. She holds me in her arms, her hands, the same. I met a girl and she needs to be. I'm just a mess, so I guess that it's complicated. She's like and I just wanna be sedated all night long. She's like a tidal wave, and I wanna drown. It's like a hurricane when she comes around. She comes around. Like a tidal wave, and I wanna drown. She's like a tidal wave, and I wanna drown. It's like a hurricane when she comes around. She comes around. When she comes around. I can show you lane.
That ultra ground music, riding in the years, not used. Title up, you a loser. I approve. I bet I stepped and approved. Straight ultra ground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lane, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lane, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money wife. Respectfully,
one, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them team that went the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you know. Grew up down the street, my uncles up her brothers. I said, jumping back, been lit. You at? She was just running, Emmett Smith, running back. She had to make it. Rubbing her just caught up. Then she got me paying nails, calling me sound like the heads of the way I be chasing. You know she got them
brands of the bed.
I'm in Miami, so knowing the
bands of the jet.
I called her door back with a 50. She wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good is gone. Boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on nollies. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
I caught you red-handed, red lips on some that ain't mine. I should call it off of where we're standing. Cause girl, you and I don't wanna waste my time. Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? And tell me honestly, if you practiced honesty, would you tell the world that you're everything I thought you'd be? Would you take you back? Would you cut you loose? If you were wearing these boots, baby, what would you do to you? Would you love you? Would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you?
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. The third of three games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
19 tight. 19 tight. 26
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A nice throw there by the 4th-round pick, and he earns his guys a 1st down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now they'll change things up. On 3rd down, here's Hall. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. They're going to look to throw. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Oh, no. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He may go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jahmyr Gibbs, 66. Quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. These two teams all tied after one. Here now a 3rd down and 8. And now an audible here into something else. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jets. Amari Cooper. 67 yards. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Tyreek Hill sent to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Play action. It's Lawrence. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
That's complete, left side to Worthy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Now a first carry here for the running back. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
In motion left, Hill. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. In motion, Hill. From midfield now, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
But to throw again is Lawrence. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Lawrence. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Jags, there he goes, left side.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. The football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Lawrence will try again after the pick six. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Jaguars. And through the air. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again with Hall. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
26, check back. Check three.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. A short throw there to Strange. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Javon Kinlaw able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. So from the 37, here's second down and 8. Hall again. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The Jets on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. A handoff for Hall, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Hall. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Allen. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
19 light. Ready, go.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And caught by Cooper for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets will add to their 4th quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Here's Hall. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 9 now. Dancing to his left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Hey, check that, street. 26, Mike, 65.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. On play action, Lawrence finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Man, that is one fearless wide receiver right there because he knows he's going to take a shot, and he did. That's one of those situations where you know you're going to feel it one way or the other, so you might as well hang on to it, and he does for good yardage.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. And we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining. But that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Rolling to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play on this ball game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Grind and take the dive, can you riddle me this? If a house is just a loan, why not double your chips? Look up a property in your city, then buy it and flip. You just copped yourself a brand new whip. You poor thing, I know you wanna live just like this. Checks to the man and crawl back in the hole. Yo, I can turn the dirt into gold. Just take a little slice of heaven and bring it right back home. The price of easy living is a pity of soul. appliances in your kitchen, televisions and phones, and a nice silk sheet set to fold. You poor thing.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it. I just want a rough neck on it. Big you just want ask me if I'm finished now. I just begun. I ain't giving out no to no just for fun. Are you dumb? 100 man, I don't know no other man. Like 100 just for 100 bands. What? I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. Give me peso. I carry like I'm Prego. Beat around with Chrome Petro. Shoulda knew it from the get-go. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When it come to me, they don't pay.
Just want a 10-piece, make it all flex. He just want a phone call or a text back. Never got touched, but a stay. Why would I DM it first when I'm the catch? 100 bands is 100 bands. You like 100 ain't got one man. You like 100 ain't got one. Whole lot of speaking on me that ain't done. Dropped 100 on a penny, that big as Lola. They can't stand to see me winning, so they blame payola. Big choker, no mediocre. I ain't never doing, I barely do the cola.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When it come to me, they don't play with it.
I'm on demon time taking souls. He in my DM say I'm pretty, I know. Really messy, I'm a rich ghost. He tell me treat his face like a rose. Get somebody else to do it. Posting in New York at Bottega like I'm doing. I taught you how to get them for the check. What we doing? I ain't got 100 mil, but I got it once I flew in. If that don't come with money, I can't. He call me baby, so it's 200 a K with it. Carisha single and Sadiddy, he okay with it. No shade with it, no shade with it.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When it come to me, they don't play with it.
Back in. Look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now. See now, society's time me release now. Crazy, I'm finna go see now. Big style,